Hi, I'm Charlie, and today we're gonna explain what the fuck Heathers the musical is. Okay, so we start off with this girl, Veronica. We start off with the Beautiful, the first song which features our girl, Veronica, which is the main character. And at first she's like this good little person, which is like, first day of New Year, and I look around this kid of normal life and ask myself what happened, because what the fuck happened? Response, they grew up, so like they're now all hassles, but she still believes that there's good in everyone, like she's a good person, other people are good persons. Mentor. And this song is kind of like an introduction to what we're getting into. And like the first person we meet is Ram Sweeney, which Veronica describes as her year linebacker and 8 years as making light face and being a huge dick. What did you say to Miss King? So like it's a bad person. She thinks he's a bad person, but she's still as good as everyone. Still as good, Just what we need. I forgot Marta. So we're later introduced to Marta right after Ram, which is her childhood best friend. My best friend since diapers. And like she's actually a good person, I guess. She's like I love happy endings. And like then we're met with another character, Kurt Kelly, which slams Marta's face on the floor. And Veronica's like, Kurt Kelly, quarterback. He's the smartest guy on the football team. Which is kind of like being the tallest dwarf. What did she say? And she tries to defend Marta by like going, "You're a school waiting to happen. I'm your gas station attendant." Which she responds with, "You have a seat right there." And here starts the actually more popular part of the song, in which we have Veronica just kind of going, "Why?" Well, more than one time, while the others just kind of go on all the reason why they do all this stuff. And then we cut into the Heathers introduction, the most powerful cliche in school. That's some good shit, I know. The first person is Heather Dick, and Veronica describes her as she doesn't have a fucking idea of what their personality is, which is fair. Whoever invented her character in the musical was an asshole, because this person doesn't have a fucking character. I'm sorry, Heather. We then have Heather McNamara, which Veronica describes as like the main thing she says that she's the head cheerleader, and she likes to point us out at the fact that her dad is loaded. Yeah. And the last Heather we're introduced to is Heather Chandler, which Veronica just goes like very simple and just says she's a mythic bitch, which kind of, I guess. Like she's not that bad as Veronica describes her. A reliable narrator. Veronica, you gotta get your narrating skills up. And basically in this song we find out how she got in the Heathers, which is for her into the Heathers because she got this foraging skills, which is a good thing, I guess. And she's like, "Yo, I can cop anyone's writing." And their Shanda's like, "That's useful, get in." Oh no, I just wanted to sit with you guys for a minute. I said get in the glacier. Okay. And that's the whole thing. She turns beautiful, baby. She's now I'm better Veronica, and that's good. And so basically, this song is basically like the origin story of this motherfucker. And after we then skip to 2 weeks forward, in which we actually get an insight on what the fuck happened by Veronica, who apparently has been ignoring like Marta. And she's like, "No, I will try to be better. I swear we will have more movie nights in the future, okay?" Which is, this sounds relatable. And then Heather Duke just goes, "We have to go to the cafeteria, Veronica." And she's like, "Oh, okay, bitch, I'm coming. Bye, Marta." And so basically they go to the cafeteria, meet up with the other Heathers. Veronica gets tricked into writing a note, which is written by technically Ram, to say, which is supposed to be given to Marta. And Veronica is like, what the fuck? No, bitch, no. And the other Chandler's like, we're gonna have a problem. Which then starts the most famous song in the musical, Candy Store. We all know this shit. Anyway, during the song, they actually give the note to Marta, and Veronica doesn't tell her, oh, I wrote this note. She's like, color me soaked, yeah, because Ram totally wrote the note, right? And yeah, this is actually after everyone leaves, we actually get the first insight to Jason Dean, which we don't actually get the name right now, but we like get this mysterious guy sitting down and being like, they're gonna crush that girl. And she's like, what the fuck? What? And it's like, you have a soul, but you gotta keep clean. And she's like, what about this poet to me? What the fuck is your name? It's like, I didn't throw it. And like, Veronica's like, oh my god, this guy is crazy. And Kurt and Ram see this and they're like, oh my god, it's stealing Veronica from us. Like, she ever actually has any love interest for them. Let's pretend. And like, go to Jason Dean and they're like, yo, they call him gay. And then he's like, but your guy's are asshole. And they have this whole fucking fight with JD wins for some reason. And we have the song Fight For Me, which is basically like a slow motion version of the fight in which Veronica's like, oh my god, this guy is amazing. Can you fight for me? And that's all. We then skip to the others, like kind of playing, all of them playing croquet, and like we get an insight that Veronica's supposed to go to this party with other Sion. It's gonna end very well, trust me. And now after this, her and other Chandler go to a 7-Eleven to get some snacks, corn nuts specifically. BQ. Like, Heather Chandler is in the car. Veronica goes to 7-Eleven and guess who she meets? Jason Dean. And we actually finally get what the fuck this guy's name is. He just goes, you can call me JD. That's cool, okay. And he sings a whole song about being depressed, and he sings Slushy as like a way to cope with his mother death. It's like, oh jeez, I always get why do I get the traumatized one? And then Chandler just kind of breaks in, takes Veronica, and they go to this party, which is the big fun party organized by none other than Kurt and Ram. Anyway, the party goes to shit after they try to pull a prank on Marta, and Veronica throws up on Heather Chandler's shoes. You're dead, Mandy! And Veronica's like, oh shit, I'm gonna run. And she runs, and she's like, oh man, I have 30 hours to live. What am I supposed to do? And she like finds his address, and like they have wait, I'm gonna that she has a nightmare of Heather Chandler for some reason, which ends up and then they go to Heather Chandler's house because she got apologized. She doesn't want to get crucified. She tells her to make her a hangover cure, and JD suggests brain cleaner. Veronica's like, no, that stuff will kill her. That's handing her hangover. And she's like, what the fuck, don't joke about that. And it's like, okay, I'm sorry. Veronica grabs the wrong meth, and JD notices but doesn't tell her. And Heather Chandler dies. Now, Veronica, like being a good, actually decent person and calling the police and being like, yo, accidentally kill someone. She doesn't want this on her report card, obviously. She doesn't want to go to college with like, I don't know, many years of fucking jail. And so JD is like, we can fake our suicide. She's like, oh shit, you're right. Okay, so Veronica writes this letter pretending to be Heather Chandler. People believe her for some reason. And we get into another part. And so yeah, this shit happens. We have the whole song, The Mean Side of Me, Later, McNamara calls Veronica and she's like, "Yo, you gotta come to the cemetery. What the fuck? What happened? Just come." And she comes and she finds Edder Duke and Edder McNamara in trying to get away from drunk Curtin Ram, who decide that if they let Veronica in, they will let the other two go. And Veronica managed to actually. Depends if we're going from the. It really depends if we're going through the off-Broadway version of the West End, because in off-Broadway there's Blue, which is just this guy singing about their balls being blue, which is was very criticized. And Fight is changing You're Welcome, which is a song about Veronica raping them into cow manure, which is poop, and getting away. While in Blue she managed to make them drunk enough to no more Curtin Ram. Not in that way, we're still not there. And so yeah, she escapes in some way, and when she comes on Monday, Allergic apparently she's now a slut because she has a freeway with the other two. Anyway, Didi tries to protect her, gets beaten up by Curtin Ram for some reason, which I'm not sure, because dude, this doesn't happen in the movie. We never see them beating Didi up again. Didi managed to beat them first. This doesn't happen. And Veronica, oh my god, you're okay? And she's like, our love is God, baby. You gotta get the revenge. And so she makes them call Veronica call Curtin Ram, tells her that she has H-loop bullets, which are used by Nazis to fake their own suicide when the Russian invades Berlin. Which is sort of bullshit. We find out by Tam killing Curtin Ram. Yeah, this happens. This is how Our Love is God happens. This is the Act 1 finale. And then we get into That Gay Song, which is basically a song, which is what it sounds like. Yeah, one of the dead is supportive, the other is not, the actually gay, and they make out. Boom, That Gay Song on the other side. And then we get Veronica having this great moment. Oh jeez, they could have been good people. I mean, it's not our problem. Kitty, this is fucking wrong. We killed people. Who cares? Fine. We're damaged. Little damaged. Okay, so we have 17, which is an emotional song. Good people, very good people. You believe this good people. Anyway, yeah, this whole song, and then we get into Gossip Chandler just knocking some tenses to her. You think it's gonna change? Well, yeah, maybe. No. Ollie is the most logical person in the musical. So sorry. And then Marta has this theory of I think Curtin Ram were actually murdered. Because I don't think Ram is gay. So I think your boyfriend is in it. Can you give me something to get into his locker? And she's like, shut up. The nut wasn't even real. He doesn't love you. Evan Chandler knows this is some kind of bullshit. This wasn't supposed to happen. You think you will have murdered her? No, no. Not going really great. Anyway, we have Miss Fleming. Just kind of starting to this whole thing with the kids and just going, oh yeah, we can be beautiful. We just gotta talk it out. And Adam McNamara actually talks it out. I don't know why I did this, but she talks it out, and she's with the song Lifeboat, which I explained to you. She's like, oh, I'm depressed because my rides to school are dead and life isn't been going too well. I don't want to go on the bus. Which makes me think, why the fuck hasn't she bribed someone to get her driving license, considering how she's loaded? Why don't you have a car? Anyway, this whole song happens. Heather Duke is wow, Heather, what a bitch that you are. And everyone agrees apparently. Heather McNamara runs off. We have Veronica going, what the fuck did you do anything? You only care about this wolf thing. And she's like, I don't patronize bunny rabbits. And Veronica finds out something. Apparently knows something is wrong, while other Chandler's like taunting her and be like, the adults are powerless. She runs off with Ginny going, Veronica! And anyway, we saw, then we have like Adam McNamara, now very sad, sorry, other Chandler, very sad, and other Duke being like, well, not the other Duke, it's an evolution being like, yo, kill yourself. And she's like, okay. And yeah, that's kind of like reprising a few words, and then Veronica comes in, no! Yeah! And they talk it out, and they're friends, and she's kind of like happy, I guess, not really. And then there's Kindergarten Boyfriend, which is basically like a fanfic. It's like Marta just dreaming of being kids again and loving Ram like he used to, and blah blah blah. She kills herself, but she doesn't succeed, strangely. I know, it's strange. And we got into JD and Veronica fight because he proposed to kill another Heather because we gotta get the job done, baby. And he points a gun at her, which she points, what the fuck, I'm breaking up with you. No, Veronica, wait, no. Yeah, he's not. We just lost the only thing keeping him together. Shit's gonna go down. Okay, so we cut into Veronica and Adam McNamara playing Crocker. Heather Duke comes into scene again. She tells him to sign his petition. Adam McNamara signs. Veronica's like, what petition? It's something your boyfriend made. It's to like honor the suicide people. And by the way, she ends up telling her that Heather tried to kill herself. She's like, what? Is she okay? Yeah, just some broken bones. And then we got into Your Girl, which is Veronica just kind of felt this regret because I killed people, and the ghosts and all the ghosts that we have collected this long are like, yeah, you did kill people, and she's like, damn it. And JD apparently delivered this copy of Moby Dick that we was supposed to use for Duke to Veronica's parents, and they're like, think she's gonna commit suicide. JD climbs through the stairs. Veronica tries to stop him. He gets in. She gets in the closet, and it's like, I was meant to be yours, anyway, this whole fucking song about him telling her, oh yeah, I'm gonna blow up the school because you left me. And like, yeah, I'm gonna pretend it's a suicide. But Veronica hangs herself. Okay, this very. She doesn't actually hang herself. She's like, she basically has a rope around here and here, so she's not actually suffocating. Judy's like, oh fucking damn, I don't want to do this with you. Anyway, I'm gonna do this anyway. And Veronica's like, no. And like, she tries to stop him. There's an epic fight. Veronica ends up shooting JD. Yeah, very well. There's a pep rally upstairs, and a bomb. This gonna. Okay, so Veronica gets the bomb. She wants to fucking kill herself to sacrifice everyone, like being like, I'm a bad person. I need to make up for my own mistakes. But JD comes back because it's apparently not dead, and he's like, no, I'm gonna do it. I'm a bad person. So he grabs the bomb, tells Veronica to back up a little, to stand back now, a little further. Don't know what they think like that. We have the whole I'm damaged song, and then JD blows up. No more JD. And Veronica goes back into the school while like there's smoke all around, and everyone is wondering what the fuck is happening. Why is there smoke? I don't know, I think drugs. Like, they meet Veronica. McNamara is worried. She's like, I thought you killed yourself. And she's like, and Edward is like, you look like hell. You just got back. She snapped the scrunchie from Edward Duke, and we have the whole 17 reprise in which Veronica just going, yo, be good people. Marta, what? Please hang out with me again. I miss it. And yeah, that's basically the whole thing. Yeah, no redemption arc for Dookie today. Anyway, that's all. I hope you like. Well, there's a bows, but you know, they don't really count. Sorry. Anyway, this is Heather, so at least the off-Broadway version. I explained that 2 hours musical in 20 minutes. That's crazy.